dig into noise. Now you might say to yourself, dude, I want to hear the noise just by itself. Luckily, since we can turn the oscillators off, we can do that. I guess that's kind of the mixer. The mixer is that you have off, which is not the best kind of mixer, but certainly works in this instance. So the noise is just not quite that thrilling, but it is noise. Okay, we'll turn one oscillator back on so that we can explore the filter section. So I'm just going to do some filter sweeps here without any resonance so we can get a sense of what this filter sounds like. Okay, it goes completely silent at the bottom, so that's a pretty good indication that it's 24 decibel per octave. That's nice. That's a nice filter sound. Let us, I guess we could dig into the high pass cutoff. Get some high to be passed. So with this high pass, and it's probably like not a super awesome high pass, it might be like 6 decibel per octave or something, but it at least gives you the opportunity to do sort of bandpass sort of filtering. Which benefits from the use of resonance, but I'm going to do resonance with the typical cutoff first, and then we'll go back and do some bandpassy stuff with the resonance. Let's have a listen to this resonance. I'm going to put it up about 25%. It's analog, so it's smooth and non-steppy and beautiful sounding. I'm moving it up to about 50%, or a setting of 5. Is it just me, or is that kind of a distinctly Roland-y sort of filter? I don't have the information about which filter this is, or whether it's the same filter structure that was used in later, more popular Roland stuff, so maybe it is, because it kind of reminds me of that. Okay, I'm going to go up to just below self-oscillation. Well, I mean, since there are presets, I would have thought that these were, it has compu memory. That's why. This is an early preset monophonic. Interesting. Okay, so here's the trick. We have keyboard follow, so let's see if setting 3 allows us to play the filter as an oscillator. The answer is yes. So that's awesome. Of course, keyboard allows the keyboard itself to affect the filter cutoff. And in the instance of the resonance being high enough for the filter to self-oscillate, you then can play the sine wave that is generated by the resonance as an oscillator source, which is cool. So that's a good thing that works. Let's try this without self-oscillation. This high note has less filtering than, more of the high frequencies are getting through than this low note. So that's your keyboard follow, and there are a lot of settings of that. Typically, people don't need a lot of settings of that, but it's interesting that it has that. Okay, let's listen to some bandpassy stuff. You know what might make this nice is some envelope. So let's dive over to the envelope and add it. This is a very Roland experience. Definitely a Roland filter. So obviously I have an envelope here set that is being applied to the filter cutoff. So yes, you have two envelopes. And this envelope can be inverted with a flip of the inversion switch. I never have any luck coming up. So that gives you a little more flexibility in your envelope affectation of your, or affecting, I don't know, I think I just had a stroke. That gives you a little more versatility in your envelope applying voltage to your low pass filter. Okay, so we also have the opportunity to do modulation, which we haven't touched, so I don't know what'll happen. Don't know if I would call that like audio range LFOing. Kind of, yeah. It goes fast, but not fast enough. While we're over here in the LFO, we might as well explore some of these waveforms. We have sine wave, square wave, well, that's actually a ramp. I call that a ramp. And an inverted saw. So you can affect the VCF with the LFO at the same time that you are using the envelope. Yes, we have to revisit this over here because you actually can, this is not only a pitch bend, but a mod wheel. And it's not the way that Roland often does it where you push to get modulation. This is just as it is, either pitch or mod or both.